Hey guys, I'm Mike, this is Mike's Tech Builds, welcome back to the channel. I'm laughing because I'm thinking almost 20 years ago I was standing or sitting wherever you are in the world watching videos like this on woodworking, and I was in your shoes thinking about like what tools and power tools do I need to even start woodworking. And as YouTube was big back then, obviously tools weren't as they are today. I wish I was in your shoes 20 years ago with all this information as you do get today. And I thought that's what brings me to this video for the channel, and it is discuss with you what I think power tools every woodworker needs to start woodworking basically. And I thought, well, as I've got all the tools and got all the gear, I might as well show you and yeah, go from there. I just want to start and say you haven't got to go all out and spend thousands of pounds on all the decent woodworking brands and mates. I started off just buying second-hand power tools, and some of the tools that I still use today in my videos are the ones that I actually first bought 20 odd years ago, believe it or not. They were just decent quality second-hand ones that I paid a fraction of the price for. Other tools I have bought 2 or 3 times because I have liked the feel of them, and although they've broken, because I knew how good they were and how cheap they were, I bought another one to replace it. So yeah, instead of me waffling on about it, let's get started and I'll show you what tools I've basically bought over the years, and what tools I feel you should look into buying for your own woodworking setup. So my first power tool I'd recommend for you to buy is a mitre chop saw. This one was one of 3. I've actually gone through 2 of these. This is my 3rd one. Back in my day, I say back in my day, 15 to 20 years ago wasn't that long, but to me it was a lifetime ago. And yeah, when I was doing an apprenticeship or just started woodworking, this was the chop saw that appealed to me the most. It doesn't go left or right, it only just goes left, so I can still do my 45-degree cuts. And also it had a good cutting depth through the wood, so I think I could just about get through 90 to 100 mil of cutting through timber, which is really good for what I wanted it to do as well. And another thing, I didn't really use it, but it had like a laser beam on it. I thought, bloody hell, hey, like in my day, laser beam on a chop saw, yeah. But yeah, it made me laugh, and I thought quite special buying this. And for under 200 quid this was, and I couldn't believe it, and like it was a bargain. So when I blew up the first one, I actually bought another one, and then when I blew up the second one, I thought, I'm gonna buy another one. Just it weren't that much back then. Like, yeah, it's still quite a lot of money. To me, it was a really good chop saw. The power of it was really good. I used it constantly. I had no problems with it. I even recommended it to all my friends. Great chop saw, absolutely loved it. And then this one actually started to go. I could feel the motor burning out as well. So I thought I'm going to go to I actually went to a great big tool fair, looked around all the different chop saws, come away from that, found a big local tool shop that was local to me. And this is when I invested in this Festool one. Believe it or not, I wasn't going to go for this. My heart was set on Makita or DeWalt. Because of the price of them were like almost half of the price of these. But when I was in the shop, I was looking around. One of the staff come up to me and said, what am I looking for? Basically told him I pretty much, I'm in love with this one already, and I just want something that I know is not going to burn out. And he did recommend the Festool, but I thought I don't want to spend the amount of money on a Festool. And we looked around the DeWalt and the Makita, and they were really good. But the only thing that I found with those ones, the weight of them, they were so heavy. And this one was on the showroom, and the box that it come in had a slight tear in it. And he said to me, I can't sell it to you for full price because of the box is damaged. I had a look at the box, it had a slight tear in it just from when they delivered it. And they knocked off quite a bit of money, and that's how I ended up with a Festool Kapex mitre chop saw. These are probably, yeah, I absolutely love it. I will do a full review on this because believe it or not, it does have some good points and does have some bad points, but they are worth their money. Festool are a brilliant make. Not to say I'm trying to sell you a Festool, but go into a tool shop and just, well, go for the chop saws, shall we say, go for the power tools, go for the chop saws, feel the weight of them, look at the specs of what you actually need it for yourself. That's what it comes down to at the day. So when I bought this, I just needed it to go through a certain thickness of timber. I also needed it to do my mitre cuts, and I needed it to be powerful and last a hard day's graft with me, hence why I went through almost 3 of them. Yeah, believe it or not, I still use this. This is still one of my favourite chop saws. If this was a bigger version of this, I'd probably buy this, but at the time this make only did this size chop saw. Starter tool I would recommend is definitely a mitre saw. So the next thing I would highly recommend buying, starting off woodworking, is a router table. Believe it or not, this is, I think, like 17, 18 years old. I was doing my apprenticeship at the time. I was working on a customer's house. He had a workshop full of beautiful, nice tools. This was just in the corner collecting dust, and he wasn't really using it. And yeah, he said to me I could have it for 40 quid. I was like, 40 quid for this? It's almost brand new. I was like, I'm having that straight away. Even though I didn't really use it at the time, when I started to do more woodworking for the YouTube channel and everything, this I am forever using, absolutely love it. A decent, nice make. Trend's been around for quite a while, but this is just like a nice little guard, back and forth. It does everything I need. Again, I'll do a full review on all my power tools for the channel. But yeah, again, a router table is ideal. You haven't got to go absolutely mental and buy like great big ones at thousands of pounds. This was only 40 quid. Like, Facebook Marketplace wasn't around back then. I sound well old now, don't I? eBay, I was on eBay quite a lot trying to find all these like little gems hidden around. But yeah, customer's house, and I just was in the right spot, right time, just to ask for it. Wasn't even looking for one, but he just offered it to me, and I just thought, what a bargain. And I've had it ever since, and it's just been a really, really good, handy power tool to use, especially like rounding off all the wood. Yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and it's like, it still works like brand new. I've never had any problems with it, but like just a portable router table, you can just screw it down to your workbench and off you go. But yeah, this is definitely top. Next on the list is my fitness, sir. Definitely something I've invested in that I've really loved using over the years. Highly recommend buying one. This was only just a budget power tool that I bought. I did do some research. The other cheaper ones out there, again, I'll be doing a full review on all my power tools for the channel. But things to look out for that I found, that for some of the timber to come through here, you wasn't able to get the thickness through that you wanted. So some were limited on the height of the timber to go through. So that was one thing that I really wanted to look at. And then others that could allow timber to go through that was a nice height, it wasn't that wide. So for the price of this, it was a little bit more than the other budget ones that I was looking at, but this was really like still low end of how much it was compared to others. For the width, for the power band, and the height that the fitnesser would go up to was really good value for money. Highly recommend getting a fitnesser and looking around at those 3 different qualities that I've said. But yeah, fitnesser for smoothing all the timber that I've used for all the videos on the YouTube channel, and all my other stuff that I've made privately for all my other customers. Really come in handy, and highly recommend. So I thought I'd save the best tool last. No, I tell you, my Festool chop saw is my favourite power tool I use, but this is up there. This is my portable table saw made by DeWalt. This has come in handy a lot over the years for my YouTube channel, and just for my private work that I do. I absolutely love the portable side of a table saw. You can make something for it to sit in, like I have in my workshop. I haven't got the space for a great big table saw. Like, as much as I'd love to buy one, they are so big and heavy, and I've just not got the space in here for one. Maybe in the future, if I do open a bigger workshop, I might invest in one. But this little beauty is absolutely up to the task of whatever I've needed to. This is the third table saw I've bought over the years. My first two that I did buy, the first one was a really low budget one, because I love buying low budget ones. I think with my chop saw, I think I bought it only for a couple £100, and it lasted me quite a while before it burnt out, and I had to buy another one and thought, like, I know, yeah. No, but with the table saw, I'd love a bargain. So I thought the first one was a second-hand table saw. It lasted me for a while. Then I upgraded to a slightly bigger one. Again, both portable, but what I found is with the cheaper table saws, the fence, it was always to do with the fencing. So when you slide this back and forth and try and push timber through, it would always kink out a little bit, and it really messed up some of my work where the wood wasn't cutting correctly, and it did frustrate the hell out of me. So when I found out the wall was bringing out this table saw, I saved up and invested in one of these. This has been a godsend. I absolutely really love this table saw. Again, I'm not trying to sell anything, but I will be doing a full review on all my power saws. But I've just wanted to tell you what I feel that you need to start up for your woodworking business or YouTube channel you're doing, or your hobby or DIYist. But table saw is definitely on the list. Power tools to start up with. Again, they come in so handy, and the portable ones, you can either move it outside or move it inside. They're great. They're not, this is quite heavy for what this is, but the cheaper ones I bought over the years are quite light, and yeah, they come in so useful. They come in really handy. They're great things. Whoever invented the table saw, brilliant. Like, hats off to them. Great investment. Definitely up there with the list to buy for woodworking and stuff. So I share with you my top power tools that I would highly recommend for any woodworking person to start off with. Again, you haven't got to go all out and buy all the expensive mates straight away. Just start off low like I have done. Yes, I have spent too much money on tools that haven't agreed with the way I work, but not everyone's got an endless pot of money. I certainly haven't. It's taken me a long time to invest in these sort of power tools. I do love bargains, and I'll still use them as well, as I've told you in the video. And yeah, so each to their own, but highly recommend starting off with these power tools to get going. But there are some really good finds to find, especially on eBay or Facebook Marketplace, or if you know someone that owns a woodworking business, always pop down and just see if they've got any tools that they don't want anymore, and see if you can haggle a decent price, just so you can get the feel of some tools. Like me, I like table saws. This is my third one, and I'm sure it probably won't be the last, but hopefully it will be, because I really enjoy using this one. Again, I'll be doing full reviews on all these tools for you guys. But yeah, as always, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and enjoy the rest of your day, and I shall see you in the next videos.